So let's see, who do we want to try and find this time? We have Aiko still available, Kiana's still free, we have Audrey the Mega Bitch. I think I'll just call Audrey the Mega Bitch from now on. There's Jessie, who we haven't actually spoken to in a while, and there's also Belly, who we haven't spoken to in a while. So I'm thinking we should go for Belly.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay.
Oh! Sorry. You scared me for a second.
So we just went from the cafe to the cafe. Okay. Let's go and check out this new message. I finally got the high score on this stupid game. I can't even tell you how many quarters I've lost to this thing. So this message comes attached with a photo. And as you can see, she's playing a video game. Now, some of these photos are actually, well, pornographic, so I'm not going to show you guys those pornographic ones because, you know, YouTube terms of service and all that kind of stuff. If you want to view it, hey, there's this thing called the internet that you can go and, you know, get your pleasure from if you so are inclined, or you can support the makers of this game and actually buy it. Let's go and give her some food and then take her out on a date. Let's go corn dog, soda, and popcorn.
Oh, God. I'm so weak. But it's so good. I had a late breakfast, so I'm sure it's okay.
She's a yoga instructor, and she eats junk food.
Oh, God. I'm so weak. But it's so good.
Alright, by the way, Belly, would you like to go out on a date?
Yes, I'd like that a lot. I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, if only more people had enough confidence to go up to people and just randomly ask them out on a date.
Whatever we do, just keep me away from all the junk food.
Wow, okay. So here we have another date. Now, Belly is a fan of romance, but she doesn't like flirtation that much. Ironically, the first 4 in a row matchup is flirtation. So let's try and get this in a way that we can win. So let's move that down there. So we need these crescent moons in order to win. Let's move this along to... Should I do that? What I'll do is... No, if I move this down here, then I won't be able to move this token over to there. Why would I want to move this token over to here? Can I... You know what, let's just do it like this. Let's match those up, and we will match up... We don't have anything else to match up? Really? I guess that just means that we need to match these up.
Oh my!
So we've got another one of these power tokens. If we can somehow move this power token up 1 square and keep it there, then we can match it with these tokens over here, and we'll get a decent boost in our score. But at the same time, I also just want to get the passion and the sentiment tokens fulfilled. So let's move that to there, and we can move... How do we want to do this? We can move this over to there. Yeah, I think that'll be useful for us eventually. And we don't have any more passion tokens that we can add up. Aha, here we go. Now we've got a 4 in a row thing going on here. Let's firstly do this. And then we can move this over to here.
Excellent!
Hey. We should probably use the stuffed bear now. Yes.
That's lovely.
And what else can we do? We can move this up to here. Is there any more... Right, what we can do is we can move this over to here. And then we will be able to move this... Let's not move it that way, let's move it this way instead. We can't really do anything from there, but let's do this anyway. Let's move that to there and that to there. Now, we have quite a few broken heart tokens on the field. That's kind of bad for us. Now, Belly isn't, like, bothered by the... what are these? These talent tokens. Although I would still like some more sentiment. How would you approach this? If you have a decent comment, leave it down in the comments below. And I will, I'll check it out. I'll always do with learning some more things about this game. Wow. Let's see, let's move this over to there, and we shall also move that down there. What else can we do? So, we have 12 turns left, and we have low passion. And we still have quite a while to go in order to max this thing out. Right now, this isn't actually looking very good for us. How about we move this down to there?
Wonderful!
And then... what else can we do? Let's migrate this down to there. And we can match these guys up.
Excellent!
Perfect. Now we can also migrate these people over here. I don't know why I'm using the word migrate anymore. Or why I started using it. It just seemed like a fun word to say. Now we've only got 7 turns left. We do have this thing called the gold earrings, but we need more sentiment for that. Best way to earn sentiment is this way, it seems. Can we use this? We can now use this in case of an emergency. And I think we shall keep this like that. So... let's move that over to there. And then we will move this over to there. Now this game has got quite a decent amount of strategic depth to it. As I mentioned before with the... with moving any token that you can in order to get match 4, that's all valid moves. So for instance, you can easily just move this over to there. That's as valid as simply moving it to here. Why would I want to do this? Let's firstly match these up over here, and then we can move this over to here. Does this consume them? No, this doesn't consume the tokens, or the bell tokens, which is good. Because if we can keep the bell tokens matched up decent enough, then we can use that, we'll get the points for it, and then we can simply match up the tokens themselves. Let's move this... I would really like to get... wow. I'd really like to get another 4 in a row, but now we're quite low on moves, so let's use that.
That's too much.
And then we can... should we move it to here? I think this will be the better choice for us. Excellent. And there we go. Now this date is looking to be going very well.
Wow.
Let's move that down there. That'll cause a chain reaction, and we win.
Thank you so much. Everything was just perfect.
Hey, no problem. I don't actually know anything about you right now, so, this is a good way to start things off, with a nice proper date, I suppose. So we've unlocked her Aztec Flare outfit. I think Belly is... what's the word? Like, Southern American? I'm not entirely sure, but I think that's where she is, Central or Southern American. Let's go and have a bit of conversation with her.
You look like you have something to say.
Let's see. So exactly how old are you, Belly?
I don't mean to be rude, but I think you've asked that before.
Oh, really? I have? You're 23. Okay. Good thing I have this phone. I'm very bad at remembering
I'm trying to
these
think of a
things.
question to ask you. Oh, I've got a good one. What are your feelings about true love?
What are the options? I believe there is one special person out there for everyone. I'm not convinced that love actually exists. It's just an abstract concept. I think love exists, but it has to be built between two people over time. I think I'll go for this.
Oh, you too? It seems like today's world has given up hope on true love.
We should also try and level up our stuff. We can give her... Why does she want an acorn? Let's give her an acorn.
Thanks! Really, I mean it. I love things like this.
Okay, I'm assuming that was just a acorn that we saw on the street or something. That we, funnily enough, had to spend 500 money to get. We have got enough honey, so what should we upgrade? I feel like we should upgrade our romance a bit. Do we have enough for another upgrade? We do for one of these ones that aren't upgraded yet. Sensitivity, passion, or charisma. Let's go for passion. This will increase the strength of the passion tokens. And also, let's see, do we have any more gifts to give? Garden shovel, flower seeds? Let's not give her these gifts just yet. I think that's it, actually.
Would you mind if I asked you something?
Oh, feel
I'm
free.
Curious. What does your morning routine look like?
My morning routine. I like to take a few moments to reflect on the day ahead of me.
Just like me. I begin each and every day with some light breathing exercises.
And yet you eat junk food.
I'm trying to think of a question to ask you. Oh, I've got a good one. How do you feel about spirituality?
Spirituality? I am a deeply spiritual person. I worship the great love goddess. Oh man, that's a good one. I'm not going to click it, but that's a good one.
That's fair. As someone who practices yoga, it's probably clear where I stand. What can I do for you?
What do you do like for work? I mean, what would you say your main hobby is? I don't think we've actually asked her what she works as, even though I know she's a yoga instructor.
I'm a yoga instructor at the fitness center.
There you go.
I've been practicing for years.
And one more.
I get the sense something's on your mind.
Actually, I have been thinking. What would you say your main hobby is?
I know some people think it's weird, but I do meditation. It really helps clear my mind.
There's nothing wrong with meditation if it helps you achieve a more stable mentality. Now let's go and converse with Jessie. We haven't
Alright,
spoken
rest
to her
easy.
in ages. In fact, I've only think we've seen her once thus far.
Well, if it isn't the love of my life.
Yeah, nice to meet you too, person who I met in the bar one time. We got another message from Belly. It's so nice out this morning, we should go for a walk in the park one of these days. I'd love to have the company. We can view this photo. This photo's... okay. As you can see, it's not pornographic at all. She's basically just sitting on a bench. And again with those red eyes. Those red eyes are amazing. Seriously. We'll do the same technique with Jessie as well. We'll give her some food and then we will go and ask her out on a date. Why does everyone always eat junk food?
Fuck, that's good.
Can we get like something that we can feed her that's worth 200? No. Oh well, looks like we'll be wasting one
I'll
nutrition
just work
value.
it off later.
And let's ask her out on a date.
Oh, you want to take me out? Of course I'll go.
What a better way to start the morning than to ask some... than to ask a lady out on a date. Oh wow.
Oh, how pretty. Nobody has ever taken me anywhere like this before.
I don't think that outfit entirely suits you, my dear. So, she, I think, is a fan of sexuality and she doesn't like romance. And again, we have all the matching romance things to start off with anyway. Can we upgrade our sentiment? I would like to upgrade our sentiment enough so that we get 6 sentiment. That way we'll be able to immediately get rid of all of these, which would be amazing. Even though I know she doesn't like these romance tokens, let's just
That's
pop it
my
anyway.
baby.
That actually gave us a decent amount of stuff. What else can we do? If we can move this token 1 along, that would be amazing. Is there any way that we'll be able to do that? There is... if we had this thing over here, we would be able to move this one along. Or this, yeah. So what I want is I want this joy token down here, and then I want this over in this other corner here. So the best way to do that is to do that. Then what we can do is we can move this... Wait. Oh no, that ruined it! Oh well. Let's just go for it anyway. It's not like this data is already over. Let's go and... What else can we do? We can move this over to here. Yes, now let's do this. This will give us a nice setup for these romance tokens over here. And can we move this into... Let's move this up here.
I love this.
Excellent. Now we can move this along to here. That will allow us to move this up there. And then this will also allow us to... Firstly, let's get some extra moves.
That's my baby.
And there we go. Now, games like these are very satisfying when you get several in a row. I'm sure you don't need me to explain that. Like there, that is always hugely satisfying, and it's probably one of the best appeals to games of this genre. Can you function properly, please? The game is getting a little bit framey. I am going to pause this here actually, and I will be back with you in a second. Alright, hopefully the frame rate should be sorted out by now. And let's continue. What do I immediately see when I look at this? I can easily move this one over to here. And that will... Will that cause any more to line up? No, I don't think it will.
Yay!
I would like to get a passion token, or sorry, a sexuality token on this line. And we can achieve that by moving this across to here. Okay, the frames again. I think I'll just leave it for now. We can move this along to here.
I love this.
And we are nearly finished. We can move this along to here. And this should finish it, right? Yep. Again, I apologize for the frames.
I can tell you have some experience with this. And I like an experienced man.